It's morning in paradise. No videos yesterday when it was cool enough to be working. Buttcrack was in here plumbing, and the rest of the day it was too hot, so just kind of took it easy. First update with the Tylers. They've got this parking area nearly completed. About where I figured they'd be after day 2. I thought maybe they'd get this one done, but they didn't, but that's okay. So obviously they'll get this finished out today. Assume they will just move on over to this side and keep working their way across. Cutting this wall doesn't slow them down too much, which it shouldn't because they're just straight cuts. I would guess they'd get somewhere over here near the middle of the door maybe, or at least to the glass window there, the green glass window. Another day, so probably 3 more days out here at least. See what Buttcrack Bob got done yesterday morning. He got the bypass put in on the pre-filter into the tank, got the outflow into the pressure pump around to here, and hole through the wall. This second piece he did in the evening after it cooled down. There's nothing out there yet, but that's where the line will go that will eventually feed the irrigation for trees and stuff. Short term, it will feed Paradise Village. Today the mission is to get this water softener out of the box, understand how it's going to work, and get that thing tied in, and get that secondary filter in place. That is a 5-micron reusable filter. We were here till after dark last night because, check this out. You may have noticed already. We have lights and we have a fan. So this really helped yesterday. We were able to get in here a little bit quicker than what we normally would have. But yeah, the power's all working, so pretty pleased about that. There should have been a shutoff valve right there so that if I have to work on anything here, I can shut the tank off without draining it. Being the genius he is, he forgot to put it in there, so that's going to have to happen today too. Yeah, this looks a little funky here. I'm going to request Duke to move these. So I put a union here and a union here so I can get that out of the way so they can get them moved over to the wall. I still need to pull this pump wire out of here and feed it through the wall up here. We'll get that done here in the next couple days. They're having the ceremony today where they take Eddie from the house. At 1 o'clock, they'll start the procession. Let's call it a procession, not a parade. Procession from his house to the temple. We'll all sit around there for a couple hours, listen to the monks, do some chanting, talk about Eddie. Whatever they do, I'm not sure. I haven't been to one before. I'm told that'll take a couple hours. And then they will take him to the crematorium, which is on site there. And then everybody just kind of hangs out for the afternoon. Probably around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, something like that. He'll be ready to return back to the house. And that procession will move back to the house. So we'll participate in the processions and the ceremony at the temple. When they start just hanging out and not doing nothing, just killing time, I'll leave for a while and then just go back. I'm going to get this camera shut off, get over here in front of the fan because it's getting hot in here. The sun is setting in paradise. Today Bob, got this filter mounted. Got a shutoff valve put in there. Knew we needed one there, just forgot about the first time through, so we put that in today. Got a shutoff valve here, so I'll be able to get this line run out and over to Paradise Village once I get the water online in the tank here. We drilled holes in the wall to get pipes and wires through it. And just 10 minutes ago, we finished kind of mortaring those in. We'll let those dry tonight, and then we will put that white skim coat on there to kind of smooth them out inside and out. You see this T here, a 1/2-inch T, well, 1 1/2 T. I've got a pipe here on the floor. I'm going to run down here all the way around here. Right here somewhere, punch it out through the wall. And we will put a hose drop right here. I don't really like it sticking out in that walkway, but it's my best option right now. So we'll get that done tomorrow. Should be no problem. We'll get this all tied in tomorrow outside, ready to hook up with those guys. So this softener comes with free installation. I was going to do it myself, It's pretty straightforward, it looks like, but I've never done one, and I don't want to screw it up. I think all I got to do is dump the resin in the tank here, put the head on it, run the lines in, and have a backflush line on. I think there's a sensor that goes in there to check the salinity of the water. A couple little things, but it's pretty straightforward. But all the instructions are in Thai, and sometimes interpretations or translations don't come across the way they're supposed to, so I don't want to take that chance. As I said, it comes with free installation, so that's one of the reasons I'm going to let them do it. Secondly, is we don't need this online right now. We're not even going to need this until we put the house online, which is going to be weeks away. So if I can get this hooked up here to get those guys off the well and onto the tank and have everything operating over here, it'll be well tested by the time he comes in and hooks this up. And I'm sure he's going to want the water turned on when he installs this. So we're going to go ahead. As soon as I get the water online over here, we'll call Ty Watsadu. And we told him we'd probably do this. I told him I wanted to try to put it in myself, but if I needed help, I would get a hold of him. So we'll get this all online here, run over to Paradise Village once I'm comfortable, everything's working right here. Then we'll call and schedule them to come in and install this. I fed the fish already. I got sprinklers running. I did the hand watering already. It's hot as hell today. I went into the procession for Eddie Temple, and we were there for about 3 hours. Hot, hot, hot. But hey, it is what it is. So that's pretty well finalized. They haven't got him back to the house yet. That's going to happen here in a couple hours. So we'll go back over and go through that, and then that'll be it. Tomorrow, objective is to get this online here, get this water line run around, punch a hole in there. And I'll probably go ahead and punch a hole in this wall too for that drain because I forgot about it. I would have did it today. Okay, so that's the rundown in here. Let's go out and take a look at what they got done on tile today. So Mom worked on grouting. Looks like she got over to about here. They have tiled all the way around here. Got further than I thought they would because they got a late start this morning. But they're going to finish this roll out tonight. So they could actually get this all done tomorrow. Because it's just full pieces mostly. And I am going to have white on top of these two steps. White tile like inside. Like I said, for safety reasons. All right, Sound Pit's here, so we're going to go see what she's up to. We will see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. It's Paradise in Thailand. Morning in Paradise again. So didn't get a lot done yesterday. Got done what we planned, but didn't plan much. So I got this pipe in here and got it kind of mortared out. The plan today is to see if I can find an open bag of that real fine skim coat, the white stuff that they use, and skim coat these inside and out. And then later today, find an open can of white paint and paint these in here, because once I put these pipes in here, the painters aren't going to be able to get to them. So I'll take care of the inside and just leave the outside, let them worry about that when they come through later. Grouted all the way to here, as you can see, and tiled to there, so they will get that done today. I do not know where they'll go next, but I am guessing they will go out there because that is about cleared out. And it gets the same tile as here, so I imagine they'll finish this, go over there, and then they'll come back. And he said he's going to tile with this tile, that lower border all the way down, around the steps, all the way across. And then, as I had mentioned before, we'll put white on top of the step, and then I don't care what he does under the door, whether he does white or gray, either one, I don't care. Let him figure it out. Whatever we have the most tile of, we'll probably put up there. So today is forecast to be the hottest day so far for me. I believe it has not been below 38 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, the month of April. But it takes a toll on you being out in this heat every day, all day long. No air conditioning. The only air conditioning I get is my 3-minute ride from here to Mom's house. Going home in the evening or coming out here in the morning, that's it. LEDs. We got the rest of those LEDs in. I don't know if you can see them on the post back there, but we got them all the way down the post. I bought another 15 boxes, which is another 60 lights, so that should give me around 20-some extra light spares for as we go forward if one quits working or gets broke or something. I siliconed them on the post, so all I got to do is go rip it off, scrape silicone off, and put a new one back on. But like I said, I got a bunch of extra ones on purpose just to make sure that we had spares for years to come. Somebody asked in the comments about water pressure tanks. Do they have them in Thailand? By chance, I was on Lazada last night and I seen them. The biggest one I seen was 100 liters. And I want to say it was 3,599 baht, which is right now currently probably about $90. So they do have them, and they look just like the ones in the U.S. Big metal tank with the bladder inside. Drive concrete. I mentioned 2 videos back, I think it was, that I asked Duke to give me a number on the concrete. He gave me a number. I liked the number. Concreting from the far side of the house over there all the way to the wall, going both directions, out toward the road and toward the rice field over here, less 1 meter perimeter. That price included that slope across the back drive, just to keep it from washing out from the road to the top of the slope, from fence to wonky wall. So we had him come back yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. He come back, we walked through it again. We took all the concrete out right in front of the house. We're going to go with greenage there. Because as I said, she was worried about the heat, and she's right. The more concrete you have, the more heat you're going to retain overnight. But we took that out, and instead of doing that, we had him add in from wonky wall slope up to the gate going into the fish pond right here behind the house, a 3.5 meter wide strip, basically make a driveway there. So we'll be able to pull right up in behind the house there and park. He figured out a number while he was here, and we did approve that. So we'll get that when the time comes. A lot of comments about my rant about the doors opening the wrong ways and the green glass, and a lot of people had some suggestions and advice. And I do appreciate all of them, don't get me wrong. But what I've decided to do right now is nothing. I think I can get used to the green glass. I just need to get it out of my head that it's a bad thing. Just deal with it for a while. Somebody put a suggestion out, and this is what I'll do if I decide I just can't stand it, is I will have somebody come in and just put that tinted film over it to turn it more of a brown color, and then I can just shut up about it. Oh, and it's a sad day too. My shorts. I brought like 5 or 6 pairs of shorts with me from the U.S. These are shorts I had as part of a work uniform type thing when I had my own business. But I brought, I think, 4 or 5 pairs of these with me just for this build project. I was hoping they'd last till the end, but as you can see, I don't know if they're going to make it. I think I'm down to 4 pair left, and this one's almost gone, and they're all so faded on the outside from the sun, but you look on the inside, they're good and dark yet, but yeah, it's pretty funny. But I think I'll survive. Hopefully we only got another 5 or 6 weeks to go here. The other thing I wanted to show you is they grouted the mosaic glass in the bathroom. Let's go walk in here and look at that real quick. So I think it looks pretty good. There's like blacks and grays in there. I think this looks pretty good. And I brought the cabinet doors out for this counter out here. So basically we'll just have a double door, a propane tank door and a double door. I think this tile work looks pretty damn good. This guy is pretty damn good at it. You can see his corners, how perfect they are, the lines. He's going to tile that ledge on the outside too, out here, but I think he'll wait till they get the concrete in here to do that. So as anybody can guess, we're really looking forward to getting this thing done and get moved in here. But I think the first thing we're going to do is nothing. The plan is as soon as we can secure the property, we're going to take off for a week or 2, just take a break, clear our heads, come back, try to get some stuff done. We still haven't figured out what we're going to do with this fence yet behind us. They're wanting way too much money for it. Once we get concrete driveway in, I might buy a couple of sheets of plywood, 3 or 4 sheets of plywood, lay them out here on the driveway, build a jig for those consistent sizes, because every one of those is 2.5 meters by 1 meter, except a couple on the corners. But just build a jig, buy all the steel, use a chop saw, just cut, have somebody weld the shit together for me. I'm not a good enough welder on that real thin metal to make it look nice. Plus it'll take forever. But I got to find somebody I can rely on to weld, because you all seen the story on the stumps the other day. Boggles my mind. Hire them to do a job, they take the money, and then they don't do it. This is like the 3rd or 4th time. Okay, so we are going to get busy, get this sanded, and we'll get that skim coated this morning, get it dried out, and hopefully get those painted this afternoon. And then we'll be able to get the pipes and stuff in tomorrow. So once we get the water pipes done inside and out through the wall, Then I'll develop a plan, an action plan to get that pipe punched through the wall, move the controller in there, and move the wires all in one shot, and go online with that tank and pressure pump for Paradise Village. And then once I get that, and I'm sure I got water flow and everything's working properly, then we'll contact Tai Watsadu to have them come down and get that softener installed. That's our update for this morning.